Hello, friends, family, YouTube subs, and supporters. I thought today would be a great day to talk about things that I and everyone who's alive really has to go through in today's society to really make it. And as a cancer patient, uh, you may be given a little bit of leniency, but I'm still expected to perform at standards to get through my day. And I have a very hectic 3 days ahead of me, and I just wanted to go ahead and give everyone some tips on how I'm going to get through it, and also talk about what's been going on recently. Kind of all in one fell swoop here, and that's kind of what this is about. Set yourself up for success. So, my day today is just beginning. It's 8:45. If you have cancer or are searching this video because you're looking for advice, you know that the mornings are really not an easy hour to deal with. So you want to set those up to win. And the first thing every cancer patient has to do in the mornings is take their medications. So I'm reaching over because I have to take my medication through my G-tube. If I try to swallow them too early in the mornings, what ends up happening, and anyone with esophageal cancer will be able to relate to this, is you're not hydrated well enough in the mornings. So a lot of times you'll end up regurgitating medication you may take, and you have to take your medication through your G-tube. And a lot of that is pill form. So I have that all set up right here. There's no needles involved. This is my morning dose of meds. And we're going to go ahead and take that now. Okay, that is done. Taking medication enterally, meaning through a feeding tube, it can be a real pain in the ass sometimes. And I use the word ass, and I say it that way because it's simply, truly a pain in the ass sometimes. Part of my day today is going to include getting supplies for this G-tube, which has been a non-stop battle, because things evolve and change. I had to have the G-tube replaced in the hospital last time I was there because it became infected. This will be the third one I've had. So one of the things I'll be getting today from Walmart is a mortar and pestle, so I can make sure that a poor pill crusher, because I'm taking omeprazole, which people with esophageal cancer and GERD are very familiar with. It's called a proton pump inhibitor, and I'm taking that at the moment, which is also prescribed to me in a beaded form, meaning that it is very difficult to crush. And the funny part is that if we read the medication bottle, it says instill 1 capsule morning before breakfast via feeding tube. Yet it is nearly impossible to break this fucking medication up to take it enterally, aka through a feeding tube. So these are the challenges that I'm speaking of to stop that level of frustration from happening and really set your day up for success. One other thing I will add is that everyone's first 15 minutes of their day this is proven by science now, will determine their attitude and outcome of the rest of your day. So if you have a positive first 15 minutes of your day, more than likely the rest of your day will follow the same way. So try to start the day out prepared, have your medication ready to go, have all your supplies ready to go, organized and set up, and then plan your day out. And that's what I want to touch on next. So, for those curious about my computer setup and how I do these podcasts, that is that. But I wanted to also show the world one way I do some planning is through a whiteboard. I definitely recommend this to anyone who has cancer or anything in life, really. Any responsibility. so let's go ahead and plan together. Today we know we need to go. So first things first, right? Your doctors do expect you to keep up with all of your needs with them. In fact, it really does kind of determine how they feel about your success and their own. So it's really important you make these appointments. And a lot of times, you depend on support for your transportation and things, so you need to set your whole support network up for success as well. So, excuse me while I set this marker up. All right. So first things first. Yesterday we had the oncology, the colonoscopy done. So today I'm going to be having labs. This is a simple day at the doctor's office. So labs today, that's going to be at 4:45. It's 8:59, 9 o'clock in the morning right now. Now my ride situation for labs, I've already secured that last night, but they'll be picking me up at 3 o'clock today because they have things to do as well. So we'll call, and it's Teresa today coming to get me. Teresa. Now I need to go shopping as well. And I need to consider, while I'm shopping, I'm going to also have to pick up a prescription at the store that I'll be shopping at, which will be Walmart. Several prescriptions, actually. So, being at the labs at 4:45, she's picking me up at 3. We're going to be shopping after labs. That puts me at about, I'd say 6 o'clock. And the pharmacy closes at 7. So that may be too tight, but we'll try to get it all in. The things that I need to remember. So, we know that the late afternoon's kind of booked. So let's figure out this morning, right? What can I do to make my life easier for the rest of the week? Because not only do we have labs today, we had the colonoscopy yesterday. Tomorrow, I begin chemotherapy, which, as the world knows, is a very difficult thing. And as my viewers know, was specifically challenging for me. So we're going to have to plan out some sort of grocery list for chemo. Let's also go ahead and cover what my financial situations are and any benefits that I need to be in contact with Social Security or my health insurance provider. So let me think about that for one moment here. Nothing's coming to mind there because we're in place for the month. However, even in doing this video, I am thinking of my success financially. Okay. But we know we need to go grocery shopping, and immediately I can think of medical needs while we're there. We're gonna do that pill crusher. And I also want to get a G-tube clamp. And the G-tube clamp is for whenever you are putting medication or feeding or whatever you need to through the G-tube. Currently, I have to bend it before I open it. If I don't bend it or pinch it or clamp it, what ends up happening is my stomach contents empty out of the G-tube, and sometimes that can be really an ugly thing. So they make clamps, they make all kinds of simple devices to help you with that. So we're going to be getting that. And I know I need to call Brock because I need to get a hold of my oncologist about Metaport. The reason I mention this is because my Metaport was removed at the same time my G-tube was replaced, and I don't have one right now. They're used to doing chemotherapy through it, so I need to call and let my oncologist know about that. I'm not sure if she is put two and two together there. So we need to call them about the Metaport and also refills. So I can do all of that in one fell swoop, and I'll be doing that next. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a timeline here. It's 9 o'clock. By the time I call Brock about the Metaport and get the refills done, let's say it'll be 10 o'clock, right? Then I can plan my shopping list. And then I can try to get a good feed in, and we've got to relax and got to keep our minds straight, because without that, you'll find yourself frustrated. You also need to edit and upload this video so people can be aware of all this great information. So that's going to be part one of just day-to-day preparation on the life of me, or anybody really, and just a couple of quick tips I have for those who are going through cancer, or anyone with a G-tube. I'll be doing more clips as the day progresses. Thanks for watching.